Hi everyone. So I'm just at the end of my walk with Sammy, and as ever, I haven't brought my microphone because I thought I'll just do something quick and spontaneous and totally forgot it. So I'll try and speak up a bit and keep a bit close to the camera. But I just wanted to come on and talk about loneliness. And please excuse me because I have a very hyper dog on his lead at the moment because we're in the middle of a field. Has deer and all sorts in it, so he's on his lead. So I wanted to come on today and talk about loneliness and it being part of an awakening, or just loneliness. You know, it doesn't have to be anything to do with a spiritual awakening. Maybe you're just lonely. And I could give you all my life story on this, but believe me, I've been there. I've lost my relationship, lost my friends, lost pretty much everyone really. Apart from my mum and dad, really sort of stuck by me through all the changes that I've been through over the last 5 years. I have definitely been through it, and I just wanted to pass on a piece of advice that I kind of wish I'd been given when I was going through it around 2020, and for many years actually. I lost my friends and my relationship. I was on my own for the first time ever as an adult, living on my own, and it was in COVID, so I was isolated and in lockdown. So I feel like I've had a degree in loneliness and isolation, and I just wanted to come on to say to use your time wisely, because that is one thing that you've got if you're feeling lonely, and you've got, so maybe it's in the evenings or it's at weekends or whenever, it could be in the day if you're home alone, to use that time, because time is really precious, to work on yourself and find out what you love, and then go down a rabbit hole with whatever that interest is. It could be a couple of things, and your passions. So for example, I use all my spare time, I've now got a dog and I love walking, I love being outside, so any free time goes into that, but also any other time goes into researching, reading, all about my interests. So that could be on the esoteric, on anything from ancient civilizations, watching people I admire, personal development, going on training courses. So I've trained in lots of different things that I never thought in a million years I'd be training in over the last 2-3 years. And I've really deep dived into that, and I've seen such growth in myself. I mean, here I am talking to a camera in the middle of a field, which I never thought I would do in a million years. So be courageous, go and try new things, find out what you like, what you don't like, and enjoy going down that rabbit hole in whatever lights you up or interests you. And then you'll start to attract your own tribe as well. So just naturally by doing that, going out, say doing courses in your interests, or going to groups, local groups, you'll start to find you'll meet other people who are like-minded. So I could come on here and say, if you're lonely, and give you the obvious thing, and that's go out and meet people. But my first piece of advice would be to find out what you love first, and then put all that time and energy, hyper focus, and almost, if you're feeling that loneliness, feel it, but then after a while learn to flip it around and say, right, I've got this time now. I can either sit here and be down and feeling lonely and wish I was in a partnership, or wish I'd got a friend to call, or I can use this now to better myself. And those are our two decisions. And I know the latter is definitely better for your mental health. It's better for your growth, and you'll start to learn so much more about yourself, and you'll start to call in the people that are more on your wavelength. So my number one tip, as always, starts with yourself. What do you love? And then go off and research the hell out of it. I don't watch TV really anymore. I just watch things like YouTube or documentaries on something I'm interested in, and that's just led to such a more fulfilling and richer life. And so that is my advice to you now. I'm going to go because it's getting dark and possibly going to rain, and my arm feels like it's going to drop off. So again, sorry about the audio, it'll be rubbish, but this is what this channel's about. I want it to be real, unedited, unscripted, spontaneous, authentic, and I hope that helps someone out there. I'd love to hear from you as well, what you do, what helps you when you're feeling lonely, because this is part of the spiritual path, the spiritual awakening, but also globally people are feeling more isolated, lonely, disconnected. So I know it's a bigger problem as well, but hang on in there. I promise you, if you do what I've just suggested, you'll just feel more positive about life, and things will start changing. I promise that as well, because like I say, I've really been through it and definitely coming out the other end. So from one person to another, I can wholeheartedly say, concentrating on yourself, following your passions and your heart is going to make a world of difference. And I am going to go. Okay, take care. Bye.